Projekt Melody has taken the internet by storm, beginning her reign as the first 3D model to cam on Chatterbait, and has grown an almost cult-like following in a few months. I've spoken very highly of Projekt Melody, but lately I've been having some doubts on her good intentions. Melody recently had her very first Twitch stream, which I was super excited to watch. I even donated, but there's just a lot of hypocrisy that I can't ignore, and I feel like it needs to be called out. Melody has the luxury of being a girl behind a 3D model and not a real girl showing her real body. And that luxury seems to be showing up a lot more. For one, she's gotten sponsored by Faku, a hentai site, and was promoting it on her Twitch channel. This in itself seems hypocritical, as girls have gotten in trouble for even linking their Patreon or OnlyFans in their descriptions. It's a little weird for her to be promoting a porn site on Twitch. I want to take a look at Twitch's terms of service and see if she's broken any of the rules. I couldn't really find anything about the sponsorship, so that's a little hazy, but there are a few questionable things and definitely a few rules broken.
We are family friendly. Family friendly.
Alright, so first up we have attire intended to be sexually suggestive and nudity are prohibited. Attire intended to be sexually suggestive includes undergarments, intimate apparel, or exposing and focusing on male or female genitals, buttocks, or nipples. Okay, well, Melody's boobs are literally the focus of the stream, and they don't stop moving, which is actually kind of funny to watch, with the words Faku drawing the focus to her breasts even more so. It's blatantly obvious what she's doing considering her brand being highly focused as a sex worker, but this rule has always been a little bit wishy-washy on Twitch's end. So next up we have something that should, without a doubt, break the terms of service. There is a vibrator behind her on stream. You can say this is an accident, due to again her being mainly a Chatterbait streamer, but then we'd have to go back to the terms of service. As owner of your account, it's entirely your responsibility to ensure that anything shared on your account abides by Twitch's terms of service and community guidelines. Content that breaks the terms of service or community guidelines, whether shown accidentally or on purpose, can be reported, and moderation may take appropriate action on the content, including removing the content and issuing on a suspension on your account. Given the nature of live content, we expect you to take proper precautions. Even one incident may warrant action. Melody most definitely broke this rule, but was not banned or suspended that I know of. To further push this, a few weeks ago, XQC got banned for accidentally showing a naked woman while playing a game. We all know Twitch bends the rules for certain people, and I've called it out before, but it's a little ridiculous. Most people have already speculated it's due to the huge amount of traffic and revenue that Melody is bringing them, which realistically is probably the case. But if Melody wants to stream just like any other person, should she not be held accountable? I forgot to mention how much she talks about things that make her wet or other sexual phrases, which could be filed under behavior and commentary. And this is just talking about community guidelines in terms of service, but let's talk about the negativity her actions are bringing on women. For one, any woman that has tits as bouncy as Melody's, or as focused on, would be called a variety of slurs and reported. I remember a tweet of a woman who had naturally large breasts and didn't wear a bra. The men in the comments were screeching for her not to be allowed to stream and to cover up. Why is it okay if Melody does it? Is it because the men deem it okay, and if so, why? I really do not like bringing up the misogyny card, because I know there are a lot of Melody fans and people in general who aren't like this, but I've seen enough comments to know that some of these men see women as inferior, but do not think of 2D or waifus that way. They'll praise Melody as a sex worker, but also look down on real women. Why is that? Could it maybe be rooted in their hatred towards women? Honestly, probably in some cases. We also have what I mentioned earlier, Melody being sponsored by Faku on Twitch, but women not being allowed to talk about or promote their own sexual businesses. The hypocrisy that Melody is showing right now is causing a stir, and not a good one. Her cult following is also not helping. They actually reported a tweet of mine addressing these concerns while also saying that I like Melody. They are incredibly defensive towards their waifu. I doubt Melody will say anything on the matter because the reality behind her is that she is a brand with potentially multiple people behind her. Her marketing is flawless and I highly doubt she cares about any of this, but I would love to see her stick up for real women more often. I was about to end the video, but I forgot one other thing, her YouTube intro video. Yeah, it's something else. There's one section in particular where she is moaning and being groped by levitating hands. It is literally softcore porn, advertising her porn. Let's take a look at the terms of service for Google. Would you look at that? Why has it not been taken off of YouTube? Who knows? It's very clear that Melody is getting special treatment and bending, not even bending, breaking a lot of the rules. What do you guys think about this situation? Should Melody get this type of treatment, being a 3D model and not a real human? Do you think Twitch will ever start enforcing their rules properly? Let me know what you think. Bye guys!